1881. It was built by George Stevel, who was the first black Jamaican to become a millionaire. And I said, oh my God, a black man back then, millionaire? Yes, man. And then they said, how that happened? Tell me how it happened. Well, I'll go in a little in depth. I'm not going to give you too much of a tips. I'll give you some more meat to the story. So his mother was a housekeeper. His father, a Jewish German merchant. Two brothers came to Jamaica, fell in love with the island. And I want for you to understand that, because when we talk about Jews, persons think that they have to be white. Jews are not white people. All right, so here comes the story. So now when the two brothers came, one, I would say my story, we walk around the corner, I talk in Jamaica now, walk around the corner and buck with a lovely black lady and fell in love with her. And from that union came George. Now what he did was to take George into his home and we probably put up the mother somewhere else, but he taught him well, send him to a fine school, but there was a problem. Lord. So while going to school now, parents, teachers, children would tease him because of his color. And they would say, look here, you're not no right standing with our class, you know. You don't fit in. And this was all the same. He held it for a little while, you know, but how long can somebody hold that for? How long can one person hold that for? And so he decided he was going to run away. And so he ran away. No, you can. This is now telling you that the father loved him. Because the father searched high and low and found him in a carpentry yard. So when he went now to tell you about this little boy, now this little boy, you know how when you really don't want to go, or you do your face and them sort of thing there. So the father tell him, George, I'm here to take you back home. And him just sort of, and him a plea with George for him come up. But George was adamant. It's like saying, look here, I'm amongst my own kind. You know this? Yes. And so what the dad did, he went into the man and he paid him. He said, look here, I want you to take care of my boy. I want you to teach him good. I want him to come top and top in everything. That's what the carpenter did. So he became a fine carpenter, owning his own carpentry yard and all of that. But then after a long while, things never fare out well, the financial part, so it went down. So his dad cared about it and give him a little help. So now he decided, no, I'm going to become an apprentice to a shipwright. So he became an apprentice to a shipwright. But my mother always tell me, say, bad luck worse than Obia. Anybody ever hear that saying? Bad luck worse than Obia. It's our Jamaican talking. And so there came a storm. And the storm wrecked the poor ship. Everything he had on board went under. But it's a good thing that he could have swim. And he swam ashore and ended up in Venezuela. Now while in Venezuela, Lord of mercy, it was rough. And him swear say him not have nothing, but him had a belt with some money. And him there and him find the belt, man. And when him find the belt, he say, he thinks me I go back home to Jamaica broke. And so he went in and he bought some stuff. And when he bought that, he now started selling, walking around the town and selling things. So during that process, now he find out that them have gold mine. Now by this time, George left Jamaica and did left his wife and picked, you know. So them poor thing, them things ain't dead. So he went into the gold mine, get a job there. And it's from that gold mine that he amassed the wealth, send money back to Jamaica, and guess what they do? Buy 99 property. Can you imagine? 99 different pieces of land. They would call it parcel. And so, when he came back now and him come and take some wife living in a nice bossy house, when he come and she living in the same little house, him say, yes, I put it in the bank and was waiting until they get here and then we can put heart and head together and do something with it. And then the face changed, changed down to a laughter. And then what they did was they went down to St. Andrew Parish Church and bought 53 acres of land. And this is now where Devon House is built. And he built Devon House at the cost of £10,000. The family lived there up until 1923, and then it was sold to a family called the Melhado. Now the Melhado lived here for only 4 years, because when I'm going to the house and bumped with the house, I realized that the house big, they said, we want a small one. And so they sold it to another family called the Linders. The Linders, they lived there for 15 years. And then, tragedy. Cecil died. His wife decided, look here, I want to migrate. And so persons came in wanting to purchase, but what they wanted to do was to demolish the building. Now we have a prime minister, is now deceased,